Two incredible things happened in Israel this week. One made it to the media, the other didn't. And both highlight to my mind what the meaning of Tisha B'Av and Tu B'Av, the saddest day of the year this last week and the happiest day about to come, and the miracle of the state of Israel. The first one was the laying of the foundation of 1,000 new houses, the foundations of these houses in the second largest town in Yehuda Shomron, in the Gush Etzion area, Beitar Illit. The town is now over 50,000 people, built, authorized by the Israeli government and supported by the United States government. Why is this so significant? Because we just commemorated Tisha B'Av, and one of the 5 reasons we fast and mourn in this day is Nil Kedah Ha'ir Beitar, that the town of Beitar, which was the town of Bar Kokhba and his rebellion, so cruelly put down by Hadrian, where blood flowed for so many years in the most horrific way. Thousands died so horrifically. And this very town that we mourn for on Tisha B'Av today has been rebuilt in the very same area, with over 50,000 people, a place humming with Jews and humming with Torah, which is constantly being built today as we speak. Secondly, this did not make it to the media. My friend Rav Hillel van Leeuwen, our educational director at Mizrahi, who lives in Ofra, told me of the incredible ceremonial burial that took place this Tuesday on Tisha B'Av in the town of Ofra. 8 people were buried. 8 people, 7 women and 1 boy, whose bones were found a number of months ago by evangelical Christians who've been authorized to dig. They've been digging for the last 10 years in a Jewish town, an ancient Jewish town in Samaria, found mikveh baths, ritual baths, and all types of other artifacts which indicate that this was a Jewish town. And they found 8 skeletons intact. 1 of a boy and 7 women hiding in a cave that has only been unearthed a few months ago. And inside the bodies, right next to the bones, were arrowheads. The arrowheads were dated back to the time of the destruction of the Second Temple, the Great Revolt, and the bones were dated back, of course, to that time as well. Here is a Jewish family, 7 women and a child hiding, killed by the Romans at the very time of the destruction of the temple. And here we are on Tisha B'Av, mourning the destruction of the Second Temple. And here, 2,000 years later, their children's children in the very same area have found their bones and brought them to a dignified burial in the town of Ofra, only a few hundred meters away. That is the miracle of Israel, and that is what we're celebrating this week of Tu B'Av, as we've come out of the difficult time of Tisha B'Av, mourning both Beitar and the destruction of the Temple Jerusalem. Here, both have had some type of tikkun, the town of Beitar being built so beautifully, and those who perished then being brought to a meaningful and dignified burial. We come now from the 3 prophecies of Pur Anut in the Haftarot to the 7 prophecies of Nehemiah from the final chapters of the book of Isaiah, Yeshayahu, taking us all the way up, prophecies of comfort, to Rosh Hashanah, all the way to Rosh Hashanah. And here we are celebrating this coming week, the happiest day of the year, along with Yom Kippur, Tu B'Av. And this, I believe, is the miracle of living in Israel. Yes, experiencing the Khurban, and there is so much still to aspire towards, but celebrating the miracle of Israel, the rebuilding of Beitar, rebuilding of Yerushalayim and Yehuda Shomron in the very same areas that our ancestors lived. That is the privilege of the Nechama that we are experiencing today, with all of its challenges and complexities in the land of Eretz Yisrael. Shabbat Shalom.